Let's be real. You've attempted self-improvement. You've read the books, made the vision board, joined the 5 a.m. club. And yeah, sure, maybe it worked for a while. But then life caught up with you. You messed up. You procrastinated. You felt ashamed. And worst of all, you began to believe you were broken. But what if I told you that breaking down, burning it all down, could actually be the best thing that ever happened to you? Because sometimes, self-destruction isn't failure. Sometimes it's the start. You've likely heard the term rock bottom. But here's what no one tells you. Rock bottom is truthful. It divests you of the lies, the superficial goals, the version of yourself you were pretending to be. When it all comes crashing down, your career, your motivation, your supposed plan, that's when you finally realize what's real. You cease pursuing what's trending on Instagram. You give up trying to impress people who don't care. And finally, you ask yourself, what the hell do I actually want? That's powerful, because once you reach that raw, broken spot, there's nothing left to guard, which means you're finally free to build something real. We grab onto old identities like life rafts. I'm a people pleaser. I'm lazy. I'll never be disciplined. I'm not that kind of person. But those labels, most of them aren't even yours. They were handed to you by parents, teachers, exes, society. Sometimes the only way to escape them is to burn them down. Self-destruction isn't about chaos for the sake of chaos. It's about saying, I'm done living a life that doesn't feel like mine. So yes, it might look like failure from the outside. Quitting a job, cutting people off, isolating to find yourself. But on the inside, you're finally carving out space for the individual you truly want to be. Have you ever noticed how the most serene individuals you encounter are usually the individuals who have gone through hell? That isn't an accident. Pain shows you things comfort never will. It toughens your instincts. It shows you your limitations. It lays bare what truly matters. And when you're going through a cycle of self-destruction, when life feels like it's imploding, it's as if your very soul is shouting, pay attention. Because perhaps the version of yourself you've been attempting to improve isn't necessarily the version that you're intended to become. Sometimes, the very most real kind of growth can't be attained by piling on additional habits. It arises from stripping back things. Let me guess, you've felt like you're beginning from scratch. Again, that can feel like failure, like, why am I back here? But here's the truth, you're not starting over. You're starting with the truth. The lies are gone now, the masks are off. The goals that weren't even yours, burned. Now it's just you and your choices, and an opportunity to create a life that fits. That's not self-improvement, that's self-liberation. Individuals who've been shattered and rebuilt, they walk differently. They ain't afraid of failure no more. They've already encountered it. They've stared in the mirror at their worst and said, I'm still here. That ain't shaken. You don't learn that off of motivational sayings. You learn that by crawling in the flames of your own wreckage and choosing, I'm not finished. So if you believe you've ruined your life, perhaps you are mistaken. Perhaps you're just getting really dangerous. Self-improvement attempts to sell you perfection, perfect morning routine, perfect body, perfect mindset. But self-destruction, it keeps reminding you how messy growth actually is. You sob, you rage, you question everything. And then one day, you laugh. Not because life's easy now, but because you survived. And you realize, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be real. So this is the truth. If you're falling apart at the seams right now, you're not behind. You're not weak. You're not broken. You're simply burning off the pieces of you that no longer fit. And yeah, it stings. But it's also pure, because after the fire comes clarity. So don't rush to repair it. Don't label it a self-improvement process. Feel it, learn from it, grow from it. And when you do, you won't be the old version of yourself. You'll be something brand new. And that is better than any productivity hack you'll ever try.